I need to come on here and explain a couple of things to you guys with what's happening with Dogecoin right now. We saw Elon Musk tweet, and originally it seemed as if his tweet was positive. So at first we saw a bit of a spike. Now we're starting to kind of understand it is positive, but it also has some negative connotations. So I need to come on and make this video as fast as possible to kind of let you guys know the information so you can make the decision on if you want to sell or not. I will let you guys go ahead and know I did just sell some of my Dogecoin because what Elon Musk seems to be saying, and we'll go ahead and look at the tweets right here because he did respond to a couple of people. This is important to look at this. You can see basically, at first, it seemed like his tweet was saying he's putting some insurance into Dogecoin kind of for us. So if the big whales sell, then he's going to put his money in. What he was actually saying is that he wants the whales to sell so that then it will be the people's cryptocurrency, and then he can put the money in. So it's actually a little bit different than what we thought, and we now know that because he's clarified it with a couple of comments here responding to people, and we'll talk about that in a sec. But basically, if you are still into Dogecoin, that doesn't mean you need to panic, because Elon's saying that after the whales sell, and it seems like some of the whales are starting to sell off right now, they're listening to Elon. After the whales sell, Elon is then going to put his full support into it, perhaps making Tesla buy a percentage of it. So even if you just lost some money right now, keep in mind that Elon is basically saying he's going to bring Dogecoin back up to this level again. So as long as you're patient in the long run, I did sell some of mine, and the reason why is because I sold, I plan to buy back once it goes back down again. So if you want to do the same thing, I completely support anyone who chooses to do that. Keep in mind, because we did just see it go down so much so fast, a lot of times that will cause a bit of a bump afterwards. So that doesn't necessarily mean now is the perfect time to sell, but this is definitely confusing. Elon Musk has been seeing a couple of mixed messages here. Overall, though, I think he has the right idea. He wants the big whales to not be having so much into it, so that way it can really truly be the people's cryptocurrency. Then at that point, he's going to support it fully. So it seems like either way, we most likely will see overall in the long term Dogecoin going up more because of this. So this is a good big day for Dogecoin, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see a bit of a drop first, because it does look like that's what we're seeing. Let's take a look at these tweets and talk about them for a sec. Elon's saying, do we want to increase the value of Dogecoin to 10 cents? Would major Dogecoin holders selling lower the value of Dogecoin? Elon says, temporarily it will lower it. So we're seeing that now. Temporarily it will lower it. But Elon says, then long-term raise. So just keep that in mind. If you did just lose a little bit of money, Elon is saying that he is going to make Dogecoin go up again. So maybe he has a plan. Maybe he's working on something here. I sold some of mine. I plan to buy back in. If you did the same thing, maybe that's a smart decision. But keep in mind, at any point in time, we could see big things that change it. And I'll do my best to keep you updated. Make sure you have those notifications on so I can keep you updated as good as possible. Here it says, whales will have to consider Elon's ultimatum. If they comply, Dogecoin becomes the cryptocurrency of the internet. If they don't, or they try to cheat by just distributing it across multiple wallets, then it's not going to have Elon's endorsement, and so it'll go down. So basically, it's the ultimatum for the whales. Easy decision to do the right thing. Elon says, yep, the whales, according to Elon, need to sell before he can make it go back up to that point again. So it's a little bit weird what we're seeing here. I'm going to try to keep you updated. Keep in mind that approximately half of all of the Dogecoin holdings are in about 100 wallets. So if all of those 100 wallets sold their Dogecoin, we would see Dogecoin go down by about half of where it was at the time I looked at those stats. It will go down to around 3 cents. So just keep that in mind. We could see Dogecoin potentially fall to 3 cents before it gets Elon's support again. All of this is interesting to look at. It's impossible to know for sure, but I really will do my best to give you all the information and keep you updated here and try to explain this when it's complicated, because it's hard to figure out sometimes what Elon is saying. But hopefully, as we work together, we can get to the bottom of some of this. And I still am very optimistic for Dogecoin in the long term, and Elon is too. Elon now saying that he is very optimistic in the long term too, especially if these Dogecoin whales are doing what he wants them to do. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace, this is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.